Fear is something every life touches at some point. It does not arrive loudly. Often, it comes quietly, like a soft wind passing through an open window, settling into the mind before we notice it. People wake up each day carrying small worries, hoping they will disappear if ignored. Sometimes they do not. Instead, they grow heavier with time. Fear is not always dangerous by itself, but avoiding it gives it power. Courage does not mean being fearless. It means choosing to face what feels uncomfortable, even when the heart feels uncertain. This story begins in a peaceful place, where life moves slowly and gently, but even there, fear finds a way to appear. And through this story, we learn how courage begins quietly, grows patiently, and heals deeply. Deep inside a forest surrounded by green hills lived a small rabbit with a kind heart. He was gentle by nature and always willing to help others whenever trouble appeared. The animals of the forest trusted him, because he listened more than he spoke and acted without expecting anything in return. His days were simple. He searched for food, shared what little he had, and returned each evening to his quiet cave, which felt like safety itself. That cave was more than a home. It was where he rested his tired body and peaceful mind. Helping others gave him happiness, and his routine gave him comfort. Life felt predictable, calm, and secure. He believed that kindness alone was enough to protect him from harm, and for a long time, that belief seemed true. One morning, the rabbit went out in search of food, hoping for something special to break the monotony of eating leaves every day. By chance, he found a carrot, rare and bright, and his heart filled with joy. Instead of eating it there, he decided to take it home and enjoy it in peace. Lost in happiness, he stopped paying attention to the path beneath his feet. Suddenly, he slipped near the river and barely managed to save himself by grabbing a tree root. The carrot, however, fell into the rushing water and disappeared forever. Tired and disappointed, the rabbit felt defeated. Hunger, exhaustion, and sadness weighed heavily on him. All he wanted now was to return home and rest, unaware that this small loss would soon lead him towards something far greater than hunger. As the rabbit approached his cave, something felt wrong. The entrance, once welcoming, now seemed dark and unfamiliar. A strange silence surrounded it, making his chest tighten. For the first time, fear crept through his body. With a trembling voice, he called out, asking who was inside. No answer came. Gathering courage, he shouted again. This time, a thunderous voice echoed from within, claiming it could crush the strongest animals with ease. The sound filled the cave and returned even louder, magnified by the stone walls. The rabbit stepped back in terror. His imagination ran wild, creating images of a powerful monster hiding inside. Fear grew larger than reality, feeding on uncertainty. The cave had not changed, but his mind had. And in that moment, fear felt unstoppable. Desperate, the rabbit sought help from animals known for strength and power. First came the wolf, confident and proud, yet even he trembled after hearing the frightening voice and ran away. Then the tiger arrived, believing his roar could defeat anything, but fear silenced him too. A rhino followed, anger quickly replaced by panic. Even the mighty elephant, whose strength was unmatched, fled without looking back. Each animal had size, power, and confidence, yet none had the courage to face the unknown. Watching them fail, the rabbit felt hopeless. Strength alone was not enough. Fear controlled even the strongest when imagination replaced truth. The cave remained silent again, and the rabbit stood alone, believing no one could help him now. Just as hope faded, a small frog quietly stepped forward. He did not boast or show fear. He simply asked if he could help. The rabbit doubted him, as did the others hiding nearby, watching from a distance. Compared to wolves and elephants, the frog seemed insignificant. But the frog believed courage was not about size. Calmly, he approached the cave and called out. When the loud voice returned, the frog did not run. Instead, he moved closer and challenged it to come out. His calm confidence unsettled the voice inside. Courage did not roar. It spoke softly and moved forward without hesitation. In that moment, true bravery revealed itself, quiet and steady. Slowly, the creature inside crept out of the cave. To everyone's shock, it was not a monster at all, but a tiny caterpillar. The cave's echo had turned its small voice into thunder. Fear vanished instantly, replaced by laughter and relief. The animals realized how imagination had fooled them. What seemed powerful was harmless. What felt impossible was simple. The rabbit felt his fear melt away, replaced by understanding. The cave returned to what it had always been. Safety had never left. Fear had only hidden the truth. And the frog, small but brave, had shown everyone the power of facing the unknown. This story teaches important lessons for life. Small problems grow when ignored. Fear becomes stronger when we run from it. Courage does not belong to the strongest, but to those who choose to face uncertainty. Healing begins when we stop imagining the worst and start seeking truth. Growth comes from stepping forward, even when the heart feels afraid. Like the rabbit, we all face moments when fear blocks our path. And like the frog, we can learn that calm courage can change everything. When we face fear, we do not just solve problems. We grow stronger, wiser, and more peaceful inside.